All right. The microphone should be on. Yeah, that's fine. And then I think the 2 boxes of milk bone next to the blender. All right. So this is Jamming with Jamie, except Jamie had to take today off. So you guys have Jamming with Haley and Sharon and Addie. And the puppies. Can't forget about them. Well, Capri doesn't seem to be jamming. All right.
Jamless.
I finally took the box cutter out of my thing. Of course, now we need it.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't put it in my hands because you know how bad I am.
Yeah, don't worry. I think all we have is scissors and I'll use the pen.
All right. You want the bones too? Do we know who they came from?
The bone? Hopefully it says on this.
Oh, okay.
So, as for, like, card mail right now, I don't think we have any of that to open right now. So we have a few boxes. Actually, the blender I bought, but the puppies, funny story, are eating so much that we can't really accommodate all the gruel in the one blender. So Donna this morning was like, please, like, even I'll buy it. Can you just get me another blender? So I bought another blender. All right.
Capri loves the milk bones, by the way.
Good.
She does. She missed them when they were gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so thank you all for responding to my call for bones. There's been times when we ask for bones and then we end up with a cajillion and a half.
Yeah. But they don't go bad.
They don't go bad.
Good.
And then we use them up and we then are like, oh my goodness, we don't have anything. So you guys always respond to that and we really appreciate it.
Capri was going over to the bucket every night and she was bumping her nose into the bucket. And the day that you asked for them, I went over and there was dust in the bucket. Oh, yeah. And we went, oh no, but Miss Haley asked for some. So thank you guys.
A gift for you. Enjoy your gift. Doesn't say who from. Maybe this one? Still no. But we got Frontline!
Ooh, that's good.
That is awesome. Frontline, I believe, is due on the 15th of this month, so we'll be using that. So, if you want to let us know who this is from, that would be awesome. I gotta get scissors. Maybe the pen will work this time.
Okay.
Look at Capri standing near the milk bones.
Yeah, I know. She knows the color of the rocks. For sure.
Hi, baby girl.
What's the date today?
May 9th. These puppies are officially a month old.
I know. Happy birthday to them. That's right.
And we got 2 more boxes of Frontline.
Nice.
Again, don't know who it's from. If it's the same person, awesome. If it's different people, awesome. We really appreciate all the donations. Every little bit from cut up poop pickers that get sent in, to bones, to monetary, anything. It's just so important for us. So thank you.
Those poo picker packs that came in. I haven't seen those in a while. Those are great.
I love those. I always put them in my vest.
Yes. Put them in your pocket when you're walking around just for a second because you know you're going to stumble upon something.
So I don't know who these guys are from, these 2 boxes of milk bones.
Yeah, we have 2.
But again, thank you.
And the blender. Is that from?
I just bought it.
That's from Haley. Woohoo!
Don't write my name down. There was our project today, but they're going to reimburse me for that.
There we go. All right, so that's what we have for packages.
Yeah, so that's for packages right now. This is part of the reason why mail call opening mail is only going to be 2 days a week, just so that we have stuff to open. But we're also going to do, this is our time for a Q&A, so you guys can ask us questions. please keep in mind that we are here because we want to be here. But yeah, we'll keep it all nice, please. Let's see. Whoops. Did the blender I sent not work? The blender you sent works actually beautifully. The first time we used this blender, we were all like, wow, this is awesome. So, BioBC, this is a very nice blender that you bought.
Yes.
I just needed to buy like a cheap second blender because the pups, there's 12 of them.
So if you, and if you blend them separately, all the solids soak to the bottom and then it's harder, so.
Yep. Do we need pet tabs? If you can ask that question when Lynn is here for her, it's a wrap part, I think that would be a better plan. Or you can email her, because I do not know the answer to that question on pet tabs. So, let me know if you can hear me. Also.
Oh, the volume sometimes in here is not great.
Yeah, so we've been trying to make sure that this works. I think it worked when I did Trainer Talk yesterday. I just think
they heard you. There you go.
Okay, so I think.
But I think they had a hard time hearing Lynn the other day. I don't know. Over the weekend, maybe.
So until I see any questions, we'll just talk about the puppies for right now.
Yeah.
They are growing like weeds. I saw some questions on if they have teeth. Yes, they have teeth, and poor Capri.
I commented too, yeah. Like, I put my finger in one of them bit me the other day and I went, what?
Yeah.
And it was Mr. Dawes. And they are like
all
razor
of them have
sharp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and actually Lynn had asked the question yesterday if like their teeth grow with them, like, because obviously their baby teeth do fall out, but yes, up until they get to the point where they fall out, their teeth are still growing in. So right now it's just like a little millimeter of tooth that's showing, but that millimeter is just, it's the pointy part. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So,
and Capri feels it because I know.
Poor lady.
She's having a hard time because I think there's so many puppies all at once. I mean, I watched last night and when poor Karen, Capri walked in and it was like a racetrack. It was like she runs one way, and it's just, you know, if you had like people coming at you with pitchforks, like I'm gonna get you, you'd run too.
And then Donna was, after we let Capri come out, Donna was like, who's bleeding? And I look at Capri and it's her poor nipple. And I was like, oh, honey.
She has one that doesn't give much.
Yeah, it wasn't even that one that was bleeding. No, it was a different one.
Yeah, and she's got, and I know you just cut their nails too, but they just are so sharp.
So I cut all their nails today. You know, I think all their nails. There's 12 puppies.
I know.
So I might have missed a couple.
But even when you cut them, you're not buffing them and filing down.
So they're sharp when you cut them. But hopefully by tomorrow she'll be all right.
Yeah, I got her to nurse a little bit. So our thing right now is to relieve her from getting like engorged, and
that was my only thing. Tracy,
I'm here tonight, so
awesome.
I'll be making sure.
I think you got a poop there, Addie.
Don't kneel in it.
Yeah. Here you go, my friend.
Yeah.
Tracy and I were talking earlier, and we were like, can we just find like a breast pump or something?
I know.
Just like let it out. But I mean, you can't do that and expect her milk supply to be reduced if you keep doing that. So I mean,
it's a tough balance. I can tell you from experience. Like, she has to get engorged for it to slow down, but you also don't want it to get to the point where you touch her and it's exploding, because that
sounds
too uncomfortable. Yeah. So, like what I'll try to do tonight, and I'll have maybe Addie here with me, and you can only do it when there's a couple people, is just try to isolate her and let she seems to be okay if she can have a few. Oh my gosh, he's literally biting Derby's tail. So if she can do it 1 or 2 at a time, 3 at a time, that's much better than having to fend off the 12.
Yeah. But to answer the question on the pups being weaned, Capri, or is Capri ready to wean the pups? Capri was ready to wean the pups by day 2. So the puppies are at an age where can you?
Yes. That's always uncomfortable.
Yeah. The puppies are at an age where they are eating gruel really well, so they don't necessarily need the mama's milk, as much.
They're doing it 3 times a day now.
Yep, so they are in the process of kind of weaning themselves, while Capri is also weaning them off.
Yeah.
So it's a process.
It's a balance at this point, yeah.
Just get it up.
But we're not worried about Capri not nursing anymore.
Right.
We just are worried about it for Capri.
Yeah.
We don't want it to turn into mastitis. We don't want her to be uncomfortable, any of that stuff. Do the pups recognize the sound of the blender yet? They do not recognize the sound of the blender yet, but they can definitely hear. They respond to her barking. They respond to Donna's voice.
Yeah.
They know Donna's voice.
Yeah.
So Donna comes in the morning, and she says hi to Capri, and Capri's not even near the pups, and they're all,
Yeah. And the same things happened, like when I come in at night, I'll usually come in and check in just to make sure she gets to nurse. And I'll come in and they'll already hear my voice because they know my voice means mama.
Yeah.
So they know they'll at least be able to get, so they are waiting at that little doorway. It is really funny.
Are the puppies developing personalities now? Yes, they are.
I got them already.
Some of them did, but yeah, so let's see.
A lot of,
He's a lazy man.
Boone is not the brightest bulb. He is hungry all the time, but can never figure out how to eat. So he goes over to Capri, and he's always the last one to the milk bar. He's always looking in the wrong place. He's always the last one to the gruel area. So we adore him because 1, we can tell him apart really easily. And 2, he's just adorable anyway.
Yes.
But yeah, we're hoping that it some kind of light bulb goes off.
He's kind of a boom boom. I mean,
he is a boom boom.
Hi, Dave.
And a lot of them were named with their personality. Like the kids and I, they named them with their personalities, how they first came out. We sat and thought about that a lot. I will say, like, Winifred, she was named because she was kind of a whiner. She's not as verbally whiny now, though. She's very smart. She's really intelligent. She looks
squidgy face.
Yeah, oh my gosh, she's adorable. But she doesn't whine as much as she did before. So Pearly is
Miss Sassy.
Yeah, she is sassy.
She is sassy. Jamie, Pearly is Jamie's favorite, and she says it's because of Pearly's sassiness. And I said, yeah, because it matches your own.
Let's see that with Winnie. Let him work it out. Yep.
So when they're doing that, the mama usually will knock over the pups. You'll see their face do that. So what we'll do is not aggressively, but we'll knock them to the ground. I mean, it's only like an inch, so it doesn't hurt them, but it's enough to make them go, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's actually a perfect teaching moment. We use
all the teaching moments.
Yes, and we saw Capri do that to Mandy when she came home too, and she got a little bit too much. She would kind of knock her over to the side.
Yeah, Bianca still does that to her puppies.
Yeah,
Bianca's puppies are all bigger than her.
Oh my gosh,
she still will let them know.
That's a good reason why Capri does need to stay, because they need to have that.
Yeah.
If they don't have that,
and it builds their confidence.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Let's see.
Where are you trying to go?
Is there anything else not on the list that we could use there? my mind is mush right now from a long day of training.
We'll put it up there if there is.
But yeah, we'll write it down when we.
I'm sure there's
about
something.
it. There's always something. Right now for the puppies, right now we are good. Tomorrow we might not be.
I know. I don't know. Yeah, somebody said we had those throwaway pee pads somewhere because we've been using those
we
on
have
top of.
8 kajillion
Okay, so
throwaway
we
pee pads over
okay,
there.
good. So we have plenty of those.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Good.
so we have just a couple over here.
And
But
we
yeah,
got plenty of wipes, and we've got plenty of other.
So we don't need
things.
more pee pads.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is Mandy missing Capri?
Mandy is. She's gone through some stages. She loves having alone time with everybody. She loves being able to sleep in the bed, and because Capri would kick her out, and I would also no, you can't come in. So she's liking having her alone time, but she is missing a playmate. Big time. Yeah. And she's, she's barking as dogs going by. I'm not sure if she's thinking, what's going on, or, but she definitely is missing her playmate. I know Capri could not handle her right now because...
Yeah, but once she gets her energy back, she'll sleep for a week and a half when you take her home.
Yeah,
but after that, then she's gonna be okay, Mandy, let's play.
No, she's, yes, Capri, I think does miss Mandy too. But Mandy is adapting okay, but she's a little needy. She's wanting another big kid to play with.
Yeah.
She's bored.
Yeah, she gets bored.
Very bored.
Yeah.
It happens. So we have the question, why not put a couple on the futon with her? Even if they are watched closely, it's still a big risk. If Capri got up suddenly and a pup was so latched on that it ends up falling off the futon. This is a hard floor even if we put stuff on it. It's just too risky for us to do that very often to get the pups nursed. Occasionally we may take one out to nurse over there, but as a general practice we're trying to avoid that, especially during the day. When we have people walking in here like crazy, Capri gets too distracted, she gets up too much. And these puppies can move fast now.
Yeah. They run.
Yeah.
I mean, you turn your head for a second and a puppy can fall off, and at that height, that would be like a 1-story fall for a person, so it's just too risky.
And even thinking, because even thinking about setting up, and I thought about what if I set up an area here or something. It's so much safer in there where it's contained that it's almost not worth it. So we'll be figuring out. I'll be figuring out a way to kind of help her a little bit. Warm compresses will help too, and she's just gonna have to go in there for a few minutes. Isolating the puppies and letting her only have a couple on one end. I'm hoping that she'll sit a little bit more tonight and maybe actually, nurse.
Yeah. Sorry.
Good question though, because that would be
Oh, definitely.
a natural thought.
I do love Boom. Yeah, we all do. When he popped out, we were all like, it's a mini Wallace. But they already have such different personalities.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which puppy is the most rambunctious right now?
Ooh, well, definition of rambunctious.
Winnie.
Winnie's first one to run out. Derby is.
I was gonna say
Derby, because he's very vocal and he's right in your face.
Yeah. I heard from Alyssa yesterday that Derby ran like zoomies.
He's so cute.
And I was like, holy cow, already a zoomie?
He's so adorable, and then he'll just sit perfectly in front and look at you with his big eyes and just be like, okay, pet me.
Yeah. So right now I think probably Derby and Winnie for right now, but tomorrow that could change.
Charlie comes right over to you, but she usually comes and sits. She's not too much in your face. I would have said Alfred like a week ago, because he was in everybody's face. But he's becoming a little gentleman now.
Yeah.
as Boom's over there biting on Addie.
Is there an updated weight chart? So we're only doing it once a week now.
Once a week, yeah.
I did it on Friday because we wormed them a couple days early because they were all pooping worms, which was fun.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
So I think the weights, if when the camera moves, if you can see it, that we have them at 4 weeks old. So Jet was 5 pounds 0 ounces.
Yeah. So that was taken on the 5th.
Yep. So that was Friday. Yep. Boom was 4 pounds 15 ounces. Winnie was 5 pounds 7 ounces. Big girl. Sugar was 5 pounds 4 ounces. Banjo was 5 pounds even. Banks is the teeny tiny one still, and he's 4 pounds 8 ounces. I'm sure he's like doubled in size by now.
He had a good drink. He was one of the only ones to be able to nurse with Mom this afternoon, so he'll get there.
Yeah. Both Alfred and Bert are tying for heavyweight right now at 5 pounds 8 ounces, so an entire pound heavier than Banks was.
Wow.
Mr. Dawes was 4 pounds 10 ounces. Poppins was 5 pounds 3 ounces.
She's a big girl.
Derby, I think, is that name. That's
Derby
was
really
4 pounds 5 ounces? Yeah. Okay, yeah. And so was Pearly. 4 pounds 5 ounces.
Is it 5? It says 15.
Or 15. Well, this is kind of wiped off.
4 pounds 14 for Derby and 4 pounds 15 for Pearly. So they're almost at the 5 pounds.
Yeah. So
they're all doing so well.
I mean, it's been like 4 days since then, so I'm sure. And
they're on double roll, triple roll.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably have 6-pounders already. And I doubt we have any 4-pounders still.
Yeah. And their poop has changed color. It's now solid brown. I like having the range of colors of poops. It knows what stage you're in with your puppies.
Oh yeah, just like humans.
Yeah,
right?
just like humans. We're out of the yellow CDs. We're into now the solid browns.
Yeah, I like the solid part.
Yes.
Easier to pick up.
And they're independently, which is so great because there was a time there, like not only maybe a week ago, where we were like having to try to get them to get unclogged, but
and we were still writing down like, oh my goodness, like has this one pooped in X amount of hours, and now we don't have to keep track of that. We're just the biggest thing that we're keeping track of now is counting them. Just making sure that they're all there.
And they're not hiding underneath anything when you get in there or when Mom steps in.
One thing about Capri, while sometimes she can't be the best mom, she is really careful when she steps in there. She makes sure... we don't have a TV on right now, and there's no radio on, so I don't know what you're hearing for background noise. We do have birds chirping, but I don't know if that's it. I feel like I was in the middle of a sentence and I forgot.
Yes, she doesn't step on her puppies.
Right, yeah,
she's gentle.
She's very gentle. So, I watched her earlier. She's trying to avoid them nursing, but she doesn't want to step on them. So I watched her, she lifted her leg really high, and I was very proud of her for that.
She's very good. She'll like go on one leg and just kind of like go over everyone. Yeah, she's very good.
Yep.
Even when they're hanging on. Yep. Good girl.
Yeah, so sorry. Jamie had today off. So normally it will be Jivin with Jamie. And I think it's called that because every time Jamie asks us, okay, what can I do? And we're like in the middle of us thinking on what she can do. She's like, I can tap dance. That's her go-to. So I think that's... You guys should ask her to tap dance.
Yes.
Yeah, Jamie's so fun.
Yes.
But yes, so we are subbing in for Jamie today. Can't imagine we're doing her justice though. Are we going to expand the puppy room area soon? Yes, we were talking about that just yesterday. So I don't know what the configuration will be, because I think we're still going to try to kind of block off the gated area. but
And you
we're,
have the gate right there. So.
yeah, but we're still not giving full access because we don't want the futon being used because we don't want a puppy accidentally getting up there and falling off. So all that jazz. So I think
And
we're
they
probably
will.
just. Oh, they will.
Oh my
I think
gosh,
we're probably
it
just
does.
gonna bump it out a few more feet just for now, and eventually, once they can get through the doggy door,
Yeah.
this room does have access outside through a doggy door, so we're gonna reconfigure the entire room so that the puppies can learn how to do the doggy door right away.
Yeah.
All of them, once they hit a certain age, they naturally don't want to pee and poop where they sleep. You'll notice even now they go off onto the pee-pee pads. And then as they get a little bit older, they will recognize, okay, I will go outside to go potty.
Yep.
So they kind of train themselves that way. But we will be utilizing the doggy door of this room, which is one of the reasons why we had the puppies in this room.
And right now it seems like it's really cluttered because it is, because we don't need this space technically. So we're also using this for our storage, but that, we'll move everything out as we have to, and the puppies will take priority and Capri will take priority, and we'll be rearranging everything. We have a great space here, and one that's easy to keep clean too.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a nice area. One of the things that is different about this litter, as you can all tell, is we're not in the house. So the house was just too disorganized. It wasn't really boxy, I guess, enough. Puppies could get behind things. It just wasn't a great area space-wise for the puppies to get the room that they need and us to maintain a clean environment and all that. So this is really a nice space for us.
And it's in my opinion, I used to do overnights, and it's safer because there you were walking in the kitchen, and it just was hard. It's just by nature of it. You would have puppies under your feet, and it sometimes is hard when you don't realize that there's a puppy under your feet. When you step in there, or when we make it larger and you step in, watch for puppies.
Yeah.
And they're not going to all of a sudden crawl underneath you.
Exactly, yeah. So this is just much safer.
Less places to hide,
There's,
too.
like, the office work isn't taking place in here, so, like, we don't have to worry about being quiet for the phone for very important things. We don't have to worry about puppies chewing open, important mail.
And they're still getting, human contact all the time. They have people coming in. There's other kennels. They have other sounds of other dogs. And
that's another really important one.
Yeah.
Like, the socialization of the puppies. So, we're not the only limiting factor of people coming in here is whether Capri likes them or not.
Yeah, and it's hard.
Yeah, so she has been getting better with time, accepting people, understanding that no one's going to be taking her puppies away, no one's going to be harming them, so...
But there's more people coming in here than there actually were in the house.
Yeah.
So the same people used to come in here. Here she gets kind of a little bit of everybody, and we've had to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, but it's very nice being in here. They will not, they won't get the entire ice house because we have, other kennels in here, but they will get, eventually, the entire puppy room. So I think eventually we're taking the futon part out, and then they'll be getting carandas in here once we expand, but that's not for a few weeks.
Yeah. They don't need a mattress.
They don't need a mattress, no.
Capri tends to like it, but they don't need it. They're just going to pee on it.
Exactly, yeah.
She very much enjoys it, though, I have to say. Yeah.
No, Chloe does not have a crop tail. Bridget and Deanna both have crop tails because they both were just so happy. But yeah. So I don't see any more questions, so I'm going to turn the sound off. Thank you so much for asking questions. Think of more for next time. And just keep enjoying the puppies.
Yeah.
They're only this small for so long.
I love that I think it's a great idea that there's going to be like a half hour of just like puppy sounds, and I love that because that's...
Well, I used to do overnights. I'd try to like Facebook Live it or whatever. So yeah, I think that's going to be fun.
I think that's one of the things that you miss when you're not around the puppies is just their little gurgling and their little sounds. They're going to get loud soon, but it's nice to have it.
Yeah. But thank you guys for watching.
Thank you guys.
Love you.
Alright, sound's going off. In a second.